Monetization! What? Oh, hey there. Oh, I did not see you there. What's that? You want to know how SMT makes a plush video? Well, I would show you, but I just can't do it anymore. What's that? What can I do? Oh, well, let me show you. You see, before making a plush video, you have to come up with something called an idea. Yeah, I'm out of those. I would recommend writing them down in a book. All your ideas, write them down. I remember them at the top of my head, but, yeah, my head's pretty small. If you want, you can write a script, but, you don't really have to. If you want, you can be like me and make stuff up on the fly. Yeah, and once you've gone through all these painful steps, you're ready for step 2. And now on to step 2, filming. But you can't film without a brilliant cast of characters. These are the characters I have selected for this sample, you could say. Or you know what else you can't film without? One of these. This is the Canon Vixia HGF20. I might have gotten that confused or something. This is the camera I use for making videos. Right now I'm using a phone. Well, you don't actually have to have this. What I mean is, you need a camera to film. Yeah. You need a camera. And one more thing before we get started. If you're a solo player like me, if I want it done right, I'll do it by myself. Then it's almost mandatory to get yourself one of these. This is a tripod. You put your camera on top of it, and well, yeah, mine's kind of broken, but you get the point. It like holds your camera for you, yeah. So that helps a lot. There you go. Once you got your camera all set up on your tripod, it's time to begin filming your plush video. Now, when making a plush video, it's best to give your characters different voices, unlike me. So, yeah, so like if you have Mario, I just use my normal voice, but you have to like someone like Luigi, just, yeah. Stuff like that. But if you have someone like Bowser, yeah, I can't do a convincing Bowser like, yeah, that would be horrible. So, it's best to get a friend to do it, like I do, like I have, or, just use some kind of special video filter on your audio to make it sound really deep. That'll be a good Bowser. Also, before filming, make sure your camera focuses on your character, just, so it looks better on the final product. At the beginning of a scene, it's nice to pan your camera down like this to your character so it looks good. It's also a good idea to pan out during the outro scene too. And then, when you're all finished filming, you're ready for the next step. Okay, so, we're back on the phone. Now, your camera usually would come with some kind of USB plug that allows you to port over your videos that you took with your camera. So let's just plug this in. We're going to port over the videos we took for this tutorial. Just hit built-in memory, because that's what I use. Now let's head over to import. And there we go. And your video should port over right away. Now let's just port these over. Import selected. And little Pac-Man bar there. And your video is... there you go. They're loading up. Okay, all the clips have been ported and the video looks good. Now let's add some effects and music. But where do you get effects and music, you may ask? Well, here's what I do. Okay, you go to Google or YouTube, and you type in explosion green screen. Yeah, let's get an explosion green screen. And then there you go. There you go. Explosion. Then you go to this thing, and then you copy the link, and then, or you can just go to the download link, or you go to some MP4 converter thing. MP. Oh wait, here I already got it. What? Okay, so here we go. This is what I use. Then you put it in, and then there you go. Just let it load, and there you go. You just gotta hit download, but I already have that effect, so let's go to Finder and find it. Explosion explosion. Let's use this one. Okay, so it's loading into the thing. Now we just got to clip it a little bit and insert it. And there you go. It's in your thing. You just gotta hit green/blue screen, and there you go. Exploding. Fake explosion right there. See how it looks. Yep, Enderman is dead. Oh, there you go. You saw that? You gotta... This is a finished version. I'm just fidgeting around with it, if that's even a sentence. There you go. That looks better. Let's, oh, sorry for the noise. That looks better. Alright, let's take a look. Yep, that looks so much better. Now, let's add some music. Basically the same routine with music. Just when you go to that, converting website, you just hit MP3 instead. 62 years. Not bad. Not bad. So you can just type in whatever music it is you want. I'm gonna go with Mario OST for now. And then, you know, I usually just go to playlist. Let's try Mario 3D World. Okay. And then when you're on a playlist, just uncheck that box so it doesn't. Make sure you uncheck that box, otherwise it could cause problems. Okay, that thing's being weird. Okay, so you go to this thing, you paste it, but make sure it's on MP3 when you paste it. I think last time I didn't hit. Okay, but if it's a video like that green screen, you gotta hit MP4. I think I accidentally hit MP3 last time, so don't hit MP3. If it's like music, then you hit MP3. If it's like a video, then MP4. And then you gotta download it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, that never happened before. Then you gotta go to the thing, drag it into your project. And there you go. It's right there. Just lower it a little bit, so it... And see how it turned out. Yeah, my computer's on mute right now, but you get the idea. You know, that's where you get the music from. So yeah. So now that your video is done, it's time to post it. But first, we gotta make a thumbnail. So let's just let's get a background, green background. That's what I'm gonna be using. So make sure they're not copyrighted or nothing, because YouTube will find you. AHH 2016, 2017. And that one, make sure they're decent quality too. This one looks... Alright, I found a nice background. So once that's done, you're gonna go to Photoshop. That's what I use to make thumbnails. You're gonna hit new, wait for it to load up. And then I have a custom one made, you know, that's what I prefer. It has to be 1280 by 720. Don't forget that, peeps. If you ever use Photoshop, 1280 by 720. Okay, make sure it's on that. And make sure, I like to put it on transparent. So let's create our new project. There you go. You got a blank space for you to work with. Let's go to place linked. Nah, here it is. I guess. Okay, so just in case it doesn't clip in right, I prefer to just have it expand just a teensy bit out of your workspace, just so when you load it into your video it doesn't clip out or anything. Alright, so there, it looks good, but it looks a little dark. Let's adjust that. We go to adjustments, brightness and contrast. Mess around with the brightness or the contrast. Come here, you. Yeah, I made it a little lighter, less contrast. Now it looks like just a teensy bit desaturated or whatever. So let's go to vibrance and vibrant, and that looks a little good. Now that we got our picture in the work area thing, let's drag in a photo of a character. Alright, let's use this photo of Luigi. Now, let's just scale and position him. Make sure he doesn't look too fat or skinny. Make sure he looks just right. looks about right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's just shrink him a little bit. There we go, that's perfect. Okay, now that your photo is loaded in, let's give it a border. So you gotta go over here, and you gotta right click on select pixels. Then you gotta go select, modify, and expand. And then I usually expand it by 10. I go to this little paint buckety thing here. Use black paint. And yeah. And then you just, there you go. Your background, your border is there. And then you just drop shadow if you want. That looks better, the drop shadow. Now let's add in the other characters. Okay, that took a lot of time. Now that the rest of the characters are in, let's start adding some text. So, we're gonna use the new Super Mario font. You know, you can download these off the internet. So far, from my experience, no problems. So, yeah. So, let's Luigi's. Let's just play around with this a little bit. Let's find a nice green. Alright, I guess that looks alright. Let's just... That's better. Yeah, that's good, I guess. There! Oh my goodness. Now when you finish making your thumbnail, you gotta hit save as, then I like to save it to the video folder. And just name it, so we're gonna name it Luigi's Camp, because you know. And then always do JPEG, because yeah, I don't think it works with anything other than JPEG. That's what I learned from EMB in his tutorial. Shout out to EMB, you're awesome, you're the reason why SMT kinda survived back in 2016. Don't save, I already saved a copy of it. I hope, did I? Did I save it? There it is, right there. So once you do that, you're gonna go to YouTube, and then you're gonna go to this little icon up here, Uploadio, and then select your fileo to Uploadio. ¿Dónde está? Where are you? Okay, here you are. And there you go. Let's just... There you go. So add a description, because your viewers obviously want to know what your video is about. And you gotta add tags to make your video, you know, more relevant and stuff. So when people search up SMT, they'll get this. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Now let's load our thumbnail we made into the video. And there you go. The video is now loaded with a thumbnail. Now we just gotta wait for it to upload, but this is kind of a demonstration, so we're not really gonna post it, or maybe we will. Maybe. Let's go for like 4 likes on this video, and I'll post the original. Yeah. Now let's just go down to YouTube and delete that just real quick. There we go. Let's just delete that. Gotcha. Gonna go nowhere. Okay, so one more thing. The end cards. So after you post your video, do this as quickly as possible. You go to Video Manager, and you go to whatever video you want. Let's use this one for example. And that was my pet, sorry. And there you go. Boom. You know, just load up whatever video you want. You know, you can choose, or you can choose a playlist. And basically, long story short of it, that's basically it. That's how I do my end cards, people. So, yeah. And there you have it. That is how you make a Mario plush video from start to finish. I can't do it. Oh. It's exhausting.